Happy Tuesday.
Howdy, howdy.
How's everybody doing tonight? Super excited to be here. Haven't seen you guys in a while. Missed ya. Missed ya. We really missed ya.
We did, yes.
We've been busy.
Really busy.
Like super busy.
Really, really busy.
We're about to tell you all about it.
Yes, really, really busy. So we were on Oasis of the Seas.
Mm-hmm.
We got off Oasis of the Seas on, I believe, what day was that?
That was a week ago.
That was like the 30th or something?
Yeah.
Let's go on our way back machine.
Well, we drove there, which was a first for
Yes.
us. We had a little what do you call those? When you have
Caravan.
Caravan. We had a caravan going of us and Taylor and Katie in the other vehicle behind us. And,
Yeah, we got back June 30th.
Yeah.
And a really neat twist was there's a Friday to Friday cruise, and I was off on Saturday and Sunday, so I was home for the weekend, which I'm never, ever home for the weekend. Can you remember last time I had a weekend?
Honest to God, can't even remember.
So,
I don't even know if you ever have.
It's kind of cool, but I knew I was going to need that because it was we had a pretty brutal stretch there. 2 cruises in May and 1 cruise in June. So within 7 weeks, we were on 3 cruises.
Yeah.
And one of them was a West Coaster. Yeah. And it just kind of threw us off.
That West Coast traveling whooped my hiney.
And I came home sick.
Yeah.
So I got cruise crud. I thought it was a sinus infection, but I was really, really sick.
I did not get sick.
She didn't get sick all the time.
Listen, I always get sick. It's always me.
Yeah, I was really drained. I was really, really drained. And so I went back to work.
Alcohol kills everything.
I went back to work on July 3rd. And, I've been back trying to get back on the wagon, back to working and getting used to the grind. Once again, doing the 12 hours during the week and every Saturday and Sunday, 8 hours. So
let's talk about the actual driving to a cruise port. And would we do it again?
Yeah.
We would.
Yeah.
Would we do it again with 2 vehicles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we would. It really didn't hinder us one bit with 2 vehicles.
Except for the girls were a-holes. They kept passing us, and we were supposed to be leading, and then we would flip them off, and then they would pass us and flip us off.
Yeah.
It was kind of. We thought it was funny.
They were braver in the daylight than they were at night.
This is true.
So when it got dark, they were staying behind us. But
this is true.
The crazy thing was going to Jersey. That was our first time going to Jersey, driving through Pennsylvania at night on the way there. It was pretty crazy because it's pretty. I-80 gets real curvy through those hills in Pennsylvania.
In 2 lanes.
And you can look, and man, there were dead deer everywhere. I counted 13 fresh kills. Probably hit within like 24 hours, 48 hours of us driving through there, and you could see the guardrail on both sides, which is banged all up from people swerving to miss deer, and there was full wheel and tires. The whole wheel, the rim and the tire. I've seen several of those where people lost their wheel.
Our near misses were, of course, when I was driving. And
no, it was when I was driving.
The first time was when that truck almost drove me off the road.
No, that was me driving.
No, that was me driving the first time. Katie and Taylor behind us, and that truck came over, and I had to slow down the first time. We're talking
about the bad one. The bad one was I was driving. I was in the left lane, and this semi truck came over, and he knew I was next to him because we're riding by next to each other for several miles. And then he just decided, when his cab got a little ahead of me, he was getting over, and he didn't care. He just came right over, and luckily I was able to lock the brakes up so he didn't hit us and run us off the road.
That also happened to me.
And then we had a car within the same 5-minute time try to run us off the road. I drove at night. You drove during the daylight.
So I drove there. He drove back. I drove half there. He drove back, and then
I drove off
on there was this little old lady that was merging onto the freeway, 2-lane freeway, and she was not going fast enough to, merge into traffic. So I had to really hit my brakes to avoid hitting her because I couldn't go around her. There was cars to my left. And I was so proud of myself because Like my normal thing would be the one finger salute and like lay on my horn. But I laid on my horn and I'm not joking you. She had to be 80 or more.
Yeah,
she was old. And she lifted up her hand like, you know, she didn't flip me off, but she lifted up her hand like, I know what the hell I'm doing. And I was like, all right, well, lady, if you can lift your hand up like that, then you can put your foot on the gas pedal. You know, but I was proud of myself. I was just like,
but the drive there was
it was a little
good.
we had a couple dangerous moments.
It was fine. It was fine. On the way back we had no issues.
On the way back it was way better, yeah.
But as far as driving to the cruise port itself, it was a good experience. We had never parked at a cruise port and did it like that. So that was our first time doing it. And Josh from Have Luxury Travel last night was talking about how convenient the parking is for the Bayonne port.
Yeah.
Because you park and you cross like this little 2-lane little road that's in front of the terminal, and you go right in the terminal. So it was
very convenient,
very
yeah,
easy,
pricey.
Very easy. It was expensive.
It was expensive.
It cost us $210 to park there for the week.
So
and
let's say hi to everybody.
Usually we park at the airport, and we pay about $11 a day.
Yeah.
To park at the airport, so we're used to paying for.
This
parking.
was almost twice that. So have Pitbull Barbecue. Hey Josh, Cruise Nuts. Hey Micah Tracy. Let's see who else we got here. Have Luggage Will Travel. Hey Amanda. KDP. The Way to Be. Let's see who else we have here. Mama Huddles. Hi Mama Huddles. Team Pickle. Good to see you. Nice to meet you. Will G is here. Cindy from Siegel Media. Hey, Carl. Carson Huddleston. Let's see. Hi to Will G. Mama's Adventures. Hi, Monica. And Anissa's here. Hey, girl. Chubbstown. How are ya? Max Donuts. I don't even know who you are, but hi. Pickle Chess. Oh, great. Looks like we got a bunch of people. Scoop, there it is. Katie wanted canes. I saw that. Yep. All right. I think that is it. So let's talk about the Oasis.
Okay, the Oasis. That was our second time on Oasis in 6 months. So we sailed on Oasis back in December, and then out of Miami, and this time we did it out of Jersey. And it was a better experience for me this time, for sure, because I had laryngitis on the first time. So for 3 days, 3.5, 4 days, I couldn't even speak. And it made it really difficult. Just like trying to do easy things like order drinks or place your order in the main dining room at the end of the day. It was basically, by the end of the day, I had no voice the first 4 days.
Yeah.
And it made it really a real pain. The second time, getting another chance to do the same ship again and do it healthy, it was cool. That was our third time on Oasis class ship. We've been on Harmony once and now Oasis twice.
Okay, it looks like we have somebody trying to mess with us here. PLF Wiffle Ball. Please stop deleting me. Don't know who you are, but hey. Let's see, yeah, we got people in here that are, we know who these people are. So moderators, keep an eye on that.
Okay, so anyways, well, let's not worry about that. You said hi to everybody.
I did.
So let's just get out of there.
There's Stacy and Dave. Mix and Miss Wall, hi, how are ya? Ocean to Ocean, how are ya? Trying to say hi to everybody, but it won't cooperate, so hi.
You're probably off using your phone to do it.
So anyway, Oasis, there were some differences. A couple of the crew members that we saw last time, Millie, hey. Hi, Dana. Hi, Mom. Hi, Becky. Looks like we got some bots in here trying to mess with us.
Becky's here. They're not bots, those are people.
No, just messing with us. Guess what? Try to mess with us. We don't care. We got good moderators. How about that? So anyway, A couple of Sexy Paul was there. We got to see him again.
Yeah.
And then we got to see, I always mess up her name in Playmakers.
Surreal
was there. Cyril, yeah. I can't remember how to say her name.
We always.
And then we met Angel, and then we met, what was her name, the sweet girl?
Becky is here. Do you see Becky?
Hi, Becky. I'm trying to remember the sweet girl. It was started with the S.
Oh, my goodness.
What was her name? Well, anyway, I remembered her on my survey, but it was like Sonia. It wasn't Sonia. It was, I don't know. Sophie. Thank you, Katie.
Yeah,
Sophie.
there you go.
Yeah.
It was the crew, okay, again, now, what I was saying before we got wrapped up with the trolling stuff. The crew is always really good on Royal Caribbean. Again, this would be I think it was my 4th Royal Caribbean cruise. So again, I was mentioning before, Laura was talking about the trolling stuff. We had Harmony of the Seas, and then we did Oasis twice. So we're very familiar with the Oasis class ships, what they're good at and what they're bad at, and really no surprises there. And what we will say about it, well, Laura will say what she's going to say, but what I will say about it is one of the reasons why we picked Harmony of the Seas for our group cruise in January 26, 2025, Tropic Like It's Hot with Huddle Adventures.
And Becky's going to be there.
And yeah, we already got.
And Monica's going to be there.
Kind of. One of the reasons we picked that cruise line was, as we mentioned before, most of our friends are Carnival cruisers, and a lot of them are loyal Carnival cruisers that have never cruised anything but Carnival. Some of them had mentioned that they've considered trying other cruise lines. The closest thing to Carnival you will find will be Royal Caribbean.
Yes.
It is the closest thing to it.
Of everything we've sailed so far.
The stuff we've sailed, what we've watched, what we're familiar with, what we're comfortable with. You will have a similar experience on Carnival and Royal. But now, one of the reasons why I like Harmony of the Seas for group cruise is at nighttime, you don't have that where Laura and I love live music. That's our favorite thing on cruise ships. In the evening, we like to go to Ocean Plaza, wherever the live music is, and have drinks.
If there's a bar and live music, you will find us there.
Yeah, and
that's our thing.
And that's our favorite thing. And it's usually the big featured band that plays all the dance and rock and all the classic stuff. They play all the music, and that's what we like. But we'll even watch the violin trio, whatever they have going on. It might be an atrium bar. It could be Ocean Plaza type setup. It could be like Guy Smokehouse Brewhouse on the XL class ships. That's our thing to do. Now, that's a lot of fun, but when you're with your friends, you can't have conversations when the music's going on.
I mean, unless you're a sauce girl and you could talk above the music, which we are taking applications.
But now picture if you didn't know the sauce girls before that music was playing loud. Right. It's hard to have a conversation. Like when we first hung out with Favor and Robert, we were in Ocean Plaza on the Dream, and it was so loud we could barely talk to each other. And we ended up leaving, and we went up to the Lido Marketplace and just sat in a booth and had chatted for like an hour and a half. Where it was nice and quiet. Yeah. And the thing that's nice about the Oasis class ships in the evening and stuff, there's a lot of spaces you can go. Yes. And groups can go and sit together, talk, hang out, grab drinks, and it's a little more quiet, a little more subdued, less of a party, and we think we bring the party wherever we're at.
We really do.
But, we think that will work better when we have a big group of our friends, because that way we don't have to yell over the music and all that kind of stuff. And Oasis class ships are really cool, guys. Yeah. These areas I'm talking about, like Central Park, going to hang out in Central Park at night is the ultimate cool vibe, man. It is so chilled. You look up, you see the moon and the stars. There's trees and all the shrubbery and flowers and stuff that you would see in actual Central Park in New York on a cruise ship. And then you have the boardwalk, which is another cool place to hang out at nighttime, because you got Playmakers on the boardwalk, which is their sports bar, and it opens up to the boardwalk. We spent a lot of time in there on this cruise. We try to make it a point to hang out in those spots a little more. And on our first 2 Oasis class trips, is we hung out in the English pub.
Yeah,
The majority of our time.
I know, but I do like the English pub.
We do like it. Yeah. The chairs aren't very comfortable.
You're right. Yeah.
They have like the wooden, stools and wooden chairs and little tiny tables. And
so there's a lot of areas for groups of people to get together, hang out, and have adult beverages if you like that. If not, just beautiful scenery, good music. So much to do for kids. Just so much fun. We had a really, really good time.
Yeah, we really did. We spent a lot of time with Josh and Amanda and Philip and Mallory, and we had Taylor and Carson and Peyton and Katie with us.
Yep.
And so we had the 6 of us together. We ate all our meals together, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Mm-hmm. And I think we skipped a couple of lunches. We didn't eat as a group. We did different things.
Monica, you will love Playmakers. The wings are amazing.
Now that's an a la carte type of setup.
And it is an upcharge, but it's so slight. I'm talking like $5-7.
I think it's $6-7
for wings and like a big portion. Like it's really, really worth it.
But the cool thing about it is that they have all the TVs, and we will be sailing during the NFL playoff season.
Yeah.
So when we arrive on Harmony of the Seas, that will be Sunday, which should be playoff Sunday. So it should be a first round of the playoffs. It could be the second, but it'll be really neat. I'm hoping it's first round, which would mean the following.
Amanda said 12 wings for $12. I mean, you can't beat that.
The following Saturday,
hi, Paul.
we're gonna cruise Sunday to Sunday.
Yeah.
The following Saturday they'll have playoff football on Saturday too. So it's one of the coolest experiences we had on a cruise ship. Was we did a back-to-back on a Carnival Vista during the NFL playoffs, and we got to watch 2 full weekends of playoff football on a cruise ship. Now, you might think, well, you can do that at home. Not like that.
Not like that. It's another level of fun.
It was so cool. Because
you don't even know people.
And you're watching, and they're off from all over from the United States.
Like, everybody, like right away by who's cheering and who's jeering, like who's on your side. And
there's a ton of Kansas City because Missouri.
Did you get that?
We were sailing out of Galveston for that cruise, so there was a ton of Missouri, Kansas City. There was tons of Kansas City jerseys. But the 4 teams that were in it was Kansas City, Cincinnati, the Rams, and 49ers.
Yep.
So it was
so much fun.
It was a blast. We had a great time, and you get all those people in there cheering, and then we watched Thanksgiving Day football. We watched our Lions play the Bills on the celebration back in November, and that was a lot of fun. So it's fun watching football, man, on a cruise ship. It's next level. So we purposely picked that weekend for our cruise for that. Now back to Oasis.
So we spent a little more time in the casino than we have in a while. And I got to tell you that usually one of us wins and the other one loses, and then we even out. Like Eddie and I are really responsible gamblers. We know when to hold them and when to fold them. We're like Kenny Rogers.
We learned the hard way.
We don't like to lose money. We're like stingy. But I'll tell you, I was playing. You were like letting me play because you love me. I was having so much fun with Amanda, and I couldn't win to save your life. I couldn't win to save my life. But all of a sudden, like Josh walks up. And he just starts winning. Amanda's winning. Josh is winning. And I'm like, I felt like I had a dark cloud over my head until Josh was like, man, why don't you put my card in and let's try that. So I took my card out, logged in, cashed out, put Josh's card in, and then put my slips in with the money that I had left to gamble. And when you know it, I started friggin' winning. So Josh's name will win you in the casino. That's all I'm going to say about that.
I was doing better than Laura on this one. I pretty much I broke about even for the whole time. Every time I gambled, I won. I did what I do. I did roulette for the first time. And my first 2 hands of roulette, I won both times. I won $70 back to back, and then I went ahead and finished up. I put 50 on the table, and I won 70-70, and I bet out the rest of the 50 and lost it. So
But you won everything I lost.
I came up at like $90 a head and cashed out. And I also won like 110 on one of the slot machines. And there was a couple times I won. And it seems like some people are telling us that they believe Carnival slots pay out better than Royal. But I got to tell you, we actually have had better luck on Royal.
We've had better luck on Royal than Carnival.
2 times we're on Royal, we did okay, and Josh did great.
Josh did good,
He was winning like crazy.
Yeah, so was Amanda. Amanda was winning too.
Yeah, they both were.
The Lord blesses them.
Yeah.
Because they're good people. I have a little bit more things to ask for forgiveness for. So he's like, I'll let you win a little bit, but not too much.
And so anyways, as far as comparing it to, okay, so we're on Celebration right before this one. And so we did Celebration in November, we did Oasis in December, we did Celebration in May, and then we did Oasis in June. So we did, compared to both of them twice. Now, personally, I think that there's a slight different vibe with Royal. And because I'm familiar with what Royal delivers and what they're all about, it's harder for me to compare the 2 cruise lines now than I used to. I used to like to say, well, this one's better at that one, and this one's better at that. But it's
tough.
It's really hard
because it's not apples to apples.
No, and we like being on Royal. Royal has now the Oasis class ships are great because you can have a ton of people on there and they spread them out really well. The elevators are set up really good, so they move well.
We're going to talk about the elevators in a second.
But I don't want to get really much on it. But as far as the elevator, I mean, I want to do 20 minutes on elevators. As far as the elevators go, they are much faster than the Celebration, the XL class ships. Carnival really needs to figure out how they have those elevators, the timing program down those XL class ships. So that's the only thing I will say comparing the 2. But as far as like the dining room experience, it's very similar. You do have more food options, included options on the XL class ships for Carnival.
Oh yeah.
You can't beat that. Although I did hear they're going to start charging for, I think they're going to start charging for.
Hi, the Travel Life.
The Del Capitano, the Italian restaurant, I believe there's going to start being a charge for that, but I'm not really sure. But given that, there's just so much included food on the XL class ships. They are much better than Royal.
Yes,
in that regard.
Because after dinner, literally your only choices of food on Royal is pizza. After dinner. On Carnival, you have the deli, you have pizza, you have the buffet areas open
longer. You get the
longer.
sandwiches at the coffee place.
Yes.
We didn't have any of those.
Yeah.
But they do have those as well. But there's also, like at lunch, there's just more options. Because you can do, like you just said, the deli. You can do, they have that set up on Carnival with the hot dogs, the shawarmas. Then you've got the street eats. You got the seafood shack.
Yeah.
You've got Blue Iguana, which kills. What's that?
It's El Loco Fresh.
El Loco Fresh.
Which I totally agreed with you until this last cruise. That was really good.
It was better this time than we went on it.
I liked it.
But you got the breakfast burritos. You've got. You got the burritos, the tacos, and then you got Guy's Burgers. And Guy's Burger, man, that is, it's hard to beat that. And then they have shacks. So as far as Carnival does on XL class ships, they crush it on the included food options. They really do.
But Royal kills it on the included activities.
They do.
Because
and
you're not charged
I think
for
Royal's overall. Buffet's better too.
Yes.
When you're just talking straight buffet.
So like you got the rock climbing wall for free.
Yeah.
You got the Abyss, which we're also going to talk about in a second, for free. All of their the ice skating is for free. All of their included activities are the zip line free. Yeah. Carnival charges you for the roller coaster, the Bolt, and the Bolt. And
I think that's it.
But
Carnival doesn't have nothing like that. They always say that if you have a real active, if you're a very active family or very active couple, go Royal because you can do all those active things like that.
Yeah.
They also have pickleball.
Oh yeah.
A full basketball court. Their basketball court kills anything on Carnival. They have a full basketball court, and they have, like I said, they have people that are playing pickleball, and it just there's always activity.
There is room on Tropic Like It's Hot, and I'm going to have Amanda email you prices on that. It is an amazing deal for an Oasis class. That's why we snagged it. Really, really good pricing on it. So if you're interested in hearing about Tropic Like It's Hot, just shoot a message down below, and Amanda will get with you on pricing on that. But so let's talk really quickly, because I know you don't want me to spend 20 minutes on it. But the elevators, I have zero idea of how this has happened to me, but like in the last year, I've developed like claustrophobia, and I had a real issue with the elevators on the Excel class on Carnival. Dina, my girl, really helped me.
We tracked it back. It started on the Dream. It started in October.
Yeah. Well,
that's when it was.
So since then, like a real crowded elevator, I have like a panic attack, and I have to get off the elevator. I can't do it. If there's more than like 6 people on there, I can't do it. I will take the stairs. I don't care if it's 17 floors. I can't do it. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So on Oasis class ships, they're glass elevators. They're way bigger than the Excel class elevators. And there was literally only one time I can think of that that I had to get off the elevator. But there was literally like 17 people in our elevator. And Josh, God bless him, thank you, brother, got off with me. Because people were stupid crowding this elevator, and I couldn't handle it. But other than that, you guys, like I really have a much better time of the claustrophobia on the elevators on the Oasis class ships. That was better. But I tried really hard. I made a deal with Amanda that I was going to do the Abyss, which is this. How many floors would you say that is?
It's from the 10th down to the 6th.
Like 5,
so it's
like
4.
4 floors. It's a dry slide.
Feet.
It's 100 feet dry slide. It looks humongous, but it's super fast. I mean, you're not in it really, really long. 10 floors, Amanda said. Hi, Cheryl.
It's on the 10th floor, but it comes down to the 6th deck.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I told Amanda, I'm going to do the Abyss. I'm going to really try hard to overcome my claustrophobia. I'm afraid of heights too, which is lovely. But the claustrophobia seems to be bothering me more lately. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to go up there. So the first time we tried, it was closed. Second and third time we tried, it was closed. Fourth time.
16th. He's right. It is 10.
It is 10 floors. Okay.
10 floors. Yeah.
It's a big slide. Okay. So I got up there. Amanda ziplined. Amanda did the zip line. I was so amazed in awe of her. Like she was super nervous about it, and it is scary AF. That zip line, you guys, is over all the floors. Like it's at the very top of the ship, and you zip line over like everything to the other side. And she did it, and I thought, I can't let her down. I can't let myself down. I got to do this, right? So we're at lunch. I'm like, let's go do it. So we get up there. You guys, I was shaking so bad. I was holding on to the.
That's to do the Abyss, not the
to do the Abyss. Yeah, not the zip line. Jesus, no. The Lord himself couldn't get me to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm holding on to the guy like this. I'm holding on to his arms, and I'm like, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. He's all right. I got you. We're going to do this. So they put you on this mat. It's a long mat, and it kind of curves up on the sides. I get in the slide. I'm sitting down. The tube, you guys, it looked like it was this. I know it was bigger than this, but it looked so small. I start panicking. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. He's like, all I got to launch yourself. Go. I couldn't move. I couldn't launch myself. Amanda already went, but she had known. I got in the slide, so Amanda's like, she's doing it, right? I'm in the slide. I'm sitting on the mat. I'm in it. And I could not launch myself. And I go, you got to push me. And he's like, I can't push you. I go, please push me, just push me. He goes, ma'am, I'm not allowed to push you. So I'm so embarrassed, but I couldn't do it.
They went up there without me because I had left the table for a minute, and I come back and they were gone.
Well, I didn't want anybody to. here's my two worries. Number one, I'm so claustrophobic. I was terrified that I was going to get stuck in the slide, but everybody assured me that that was not going to happen. So I trusted that. Okay. But secondly, I was worried that at the end of the slide, like, what if I don't like come out far enough and I have to ugly dead fish, like bookworm myself off the slide? Like, I didn't want anybody to see that, or I didn't want it to end up on YouTube. So I just wanted it to be me and Amanda. And had Amanda known, because I got in the slide, she like saw me get in. So she's like, all right, we're doing it. And so she goes, right? Well, I couldn't launch myself. I'm so embarrassed to tell you. So I failed. So I'm going to try again on Harmony. I'm going to do it this time. Someone's just got to push me. If you can, who's going to push me?
I'll push you.
Just push me, and I can do it. I swear to you.
Booty, scootin',
booty. That is it. See,
Scooch.
Monica, if you will push me and then go after me, then I can do it. I needed the push because I couldn't, because I was afraid that if I didn't launch myself fast enough, that I wasn't going to have enough momentum and I was going to get stuck in the little tiny hole.
The day before, all of us except for Taylor and you didn't go on it. You waited for us downstairs, and we all went up.
Yeah.
Me, Peyton, Carson, Josh, Amanda, Philip, Mallory. We all went down together.
Yeah.
And then
I really want to conquer this because I feel like I let my friend down, and I feel like I let myself down.
I'll tell you what, it shows you how much she loves Amanda, because there's no way I could have talked her to even trying that.
This is
and
correct.
Amanda had her talked into doing it. And,
there's zero chance Eddie could even got me up
Laura
to the top.
does not cooperate. She won't even try things. She'll say no, and she won't even do it.
I'm not even going to try to lie
and
tell you that that's not true, because it is.
And that's the thing. So
that is so
but plus the
true.
guy didn't really explain to her the right way to do it. When you get in that little, it's like a rug.
Becky,
it's like a
me.
rug.
Becky, me, Monica, and Amanda, and Becky are going to go.
It's like a rug with a pocket for your feet, and there's a little strap between your feet. You're supposed to grab the strap, but before you get to that point, you got to grab the top of the slide and get yourself going. And we're kind of scooching boogie, boot scooching boogie, and you got to get yourself going. And then once that happens, you get to a point where you just go down.
Okay, so the other issue was that my butt was not on the carpet. And I know that I felt.
But you had a bad guy.
Well, I didn't feel like I was going to get any good traction because my butt,
what they normally
my butt would have slowed me down is what I was thinking.
Here's where they messed up. What they normally do is, if you've never rode it before, they have you get in the carpet on the ground and sit in it to know how you get in it the right way, and then to show them you know how to get in it, then you get into it on the actual slide. And they didn't do that with you.
So to tell you how embarrassing this was, I looked at the guy and I said, you can't push me. He said, no, I can't push you. I said, I can't do this. I'm so sorry. I looked at the people around him and I said, I am so sorry, but I can't do this. And everybody was like, girl, no problem. So I told the guy, I don't know how, because I'm like, here's the slide. I'm like here. I'm like, I can't like scoot back. I can't move anything. I couldn't scoot myself forward. I couldn't scoot myself backwards. I was shaking like, it's so stupid, but I was really scared. And the guy was like, I'm gonna pull you out. And I'm like, you can't lift me. He goes, ma'am, I'm a lot stronger than I look. And that guy grabbed me from behind and went boom, boom. And I was like, well, all right then.
Hey, Robin and Steve.
Hey, Robin and Steve. So I apologize to everybody behind me. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. And the lady was standing there. She was like, ma'am, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this either. So no worries.
Well, we kept telling her that the Abyss is nothing compared to those water slides. Those water slides are twice as fast.
Yeah, zero chance of me going on
and that. At Coco K, we have 100 SPF sun protection on, and most of us got burnt.
Mm-hmm.
And the following day is when we went on water slides. My back was like,
felt good,
my gosh, it was burnt. And the boys insisted I do this green one where you come flying out and you like spin around and go down the drain. And I got off of that, and my back was on fire. And I told myself, I'm not doing no more. Amanda
is at the bottom, and she's like standing there waiting for me. And over the TV, like, we gotta back out. She couldn't do it. She backed out.
That's funny.
That was not my glory moment, okay?
But that was cool. I did it. I did the Abyss on the Oasis back in December, and they didn't have the lights on in it, and it was like just a black, tunnel that you went down. You're like, it was kind of dumb. This time they had the music and the lights on. It was pretty cool.
So I admit I was really, really. By the time I walked down, there's not a lot of stairs. There's like 15 steps.
Well, you got that one red one, that pink one, orangish colored slide was really slow. I think Julie got stuck in that one too. Peyton and Julie, the water slide.
But anyway, when I walked down the 15 steps of shame, and I was walking back to our people that didn't even know that I was attempting to go on the slide, I shed one tear. Because I was mad at myself. I shed one tear, and then I thought, you know what? I'm proud that I even sat on the mat as scared as I was. And next time, I promise you, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for sure. So,
it didn't. I wasn't to the peeling the skin part until much later, Steve. Yeah, I usually don't get burnt, man. I got fried. I still have peeling skin on my back and my shoulders, and we got off that ship like 13 days ago, something crazy. But anyways, guys, would we do an Oasis class ship again? Absolutely. Is it our favorite class of ship? No, but it's unique, and we believe everybody should try doing an Oasis class ship at least once. My one knock against it is I wish they had a bigger Lido deck area for doing like the sail away parties. I did a little video showing you from above what their sail away line dance parties look like, and it's like 1/10 the size, probably a quarter size of a typical Carnival Lido deck sail away. And no one can. And again, I'm not trying to compare them, but they're trying to be like Carnival, doing everything Carnival does as far as sail away stuff goes. But they just don't have the space because they have these pools on each side and everything split down the middle. But again, it's a unique experience. And
my one wish for the Oasis class, because I do really love it, and I will definitely sail on that class again.
We are.
And again.
I know.
Again and again. But my wish is that they had a bigger seating area. They have the concert hall where Aeromyth played the first time, but that's not quite big enough. They need like an Ocean Plaza area.
The Rock Hall, yeah.
Yeah, the Rock Hall.
Well, they don't have
a place for live music that is
again,
easy to access.
As I was saying before, their Ocean Plaza is a promenade, and the band is above, next door and above the Irish pub, and they have a little glassed off little ledge around them, like a railing that they play up on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no seating really for that. So if you want to sit and watch them, you got to sit across the promenade, like in the coffee shop or somewhere out in the middle. There's some seating. You have the Rising Tide bar out there, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So the music is just playing, and it's almost just playing for people walking back and forth, not for people sitting and watching a band. So it's kind of got a really weird feel to it. On this cruise ship, there's a band in the Rock Hall that played multiple nights, and the Rock Hall I think is on 8, right off the Central Park, deck 8. And I looked in there and I saw them playing. It's a real small venue, but Aeromyth was much better in that small venue than in the big theater.
Yeah.
There wasn't enough people in there. There wasn't enough energy in there. And when we watched them is when they're their first performance of the week, and they must not have had time to rehearse.
Okay, listen.
And,
it was a very different experience from the experience that I had in December. I was very disappointed. Although my buddy Philip from Have Book Will Read was an excellent dance partner in our seat. We did enjoy it, but it was like when we were there in December, like we went twice because we loved it so much. The lead singer was the same lead singer that they had in December, but I don't know if he,
The only person different was the Brad Whitford guy from Aerosmith, the lookalike. He wasn't with them. They had
But
someone playing.
the lead singer, there was something wrong with him.
No, I think that personally,
I think he was on
that
drugs.
hall was maybe 25% full, and people didn't know what was going on in there. And it's hard to play as a band to like a venue that's just about empty. So you don't have the energy from the crowd and stuff.
The lead singer, Steven Tyler guy, he looked younger in December. I thought he was noticeably younger than the rest of the band, and he was like kicking. He was like,
we were further away though.
He was David Lee Roth energy with kicks and dance moves. The night we saw him, he looked like he was higher than a kite. He was on drugs.
We were in the second row for this, so we were real close. We could see their faces.
He was not younger.
I could
he
see.
Looked like your grandpa was up there trying to do Steven Tyler.
He's definitely mid 40s.
Yeah.
And the rest of the guys in the band are probably in their 50s, maybe even early 60s.
I mean, I still enjoyed it because I'm a music fan.
They're still rated the top.
But they were not as good as
cover
they
band
used to be.
in the world. But Royals, I got to put a bad act on the stage. But anyways, I wanted to go back and see them again and see the whole show, because people were filtering in during the start of it, and I think it was better
on the Facebook groups, they were saying even later they weren't better. So I don't think we missed anything. So I think we need to switch to our big announcement.
Yeah.
Because we got about 15 minutes left before we need to let all of our friends in our cruise family go.
So we want to make sure we talk about Oasis and let you know what we think about it. And but Laura and I have been going back and forth on this decision that we're about to tell you about for a while now, and we like doing the live stream. We do. When we first started doing it, I can't even remember how long ago it was. Almost a year ago.
Almost a year ago. Yeah.
It was different.
Yeah.
When we first started doing it, it was like there was just maybe a dozen cruise channels doing live streams, and we kind of joined the party kind of late behind everybody. Tuesday at 7 was the only time open.
Yeah.
Because when we started doing it, we all were respectful of each other's time slot, and we didn't want to pick time slots that overlapped with our fellow vloggers. And there was
hey Charlene.
That was like how we operated for probably the first 6 months we were doing it. Everybody had their set time.
Yeah.
Everybody did their best to try to support each other. And what happened was more and more channels started doing live streams, and they started doing live streams. It was at night, then it's in the daytime, and it's in the morning. Mm-hmm. Now it's all day long. There's streams constantly. We can't keep up with everybody's streams, and we don't know who's on when. And there's people always on when we're on. There's people on when we're watching other people. You can't watch anyone and everyone, because everybody's on all the time now.
So it kind of took the fun for us away a little bit. So we made the decision that this is our very last Tuesday planned 7 p.m. live stream. That does not mean that we will not go live, but we will do spontaneous lives.
Yeah.
If we have something cool to tell you, if we're doing something cool, if we miss you and can't stand it another second, we are not going to be at a set time or do regular
we're not doing
live
anything.
streams.
No regular schedule.
This is our last. This is our last Tuesday live stream, so we wanted to make that announcement. And we're, to be honest with you, we're a little tired. We've done 16 cruises in the last how many months?
22 months.
We've done 16 cruises in the last 22 months. Let me let that absorb.
We did 8 in the last 11 months, and then I looked back and realized we had done 16 and 22 months. The first 11 months of the 22 months, we had a few 4-day and 5-day cruises in there. But the last part has been all 7-day, 1 6-day, the first celebration one with the naming ceremony, but that was almost like a 7-day because we were on the ship the day before for naming ceremony. Mm-hmm. So we came home and we felt, man, we're kind of burned out.
We're a little burned out, yeah.
And,
not from cruising itself, because we still love it just as much as we always have, but everything that goes with it. And I know that you all understand what I'm talking about: the travel, the preparation, getting the house ready, you know, for you to be gone for a week, getting the dogs taken care of, making sure the family's okay, you know, the traveling there and back. I mean, on and on and on. And then these last 3 cruises that we've done within, how many weeks did we do these last 3? In 7 weeks?
About 6 or 7 weeks,
Yeah.
we did 3 cruises.
It kicked our butts. Like,
Yeah.
we're just like, we can't even, we don't have another, we do not have another cruise officially booked until Thanksgiving. And we're like, you know what? We're a little tired. So
so in regards to that, keep in mind too, we work full-time jobs.
Yes,
right? We have full-time
yes.
careers. I'm working 7 days a week. If I'm not on vacation, I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, when I got back for this last cruise, we scheduled it so that I could have a weekend off to see what that felt like.
Yeah.
I remember last time I had a weekend off, it was the beginning of COVID,
mm-hmm.
When I was off for those 8 weeks. So it was a 2020. So anyways, so I'm used to it. I'm used to working 7 days a week. But we're always grinding.
Yes.
So it's like, so when we have a cruise coming up, we have all these factors we have to worry about, you know, booking the airfare, making sure we have everything that we're going to do on the ship taken care of, drink packages, Wi-Fi, any specialty dining, all that kind of stuff. And, you know, there's a lot to think about. And we've got a system that works really good.
Yeah.
And we've also cruised a lot with our family in the last 11 months.
Mm-hmm.
And which is, it's a little, we love doing it, but it's a little harder when you have multiple people, because you're trying to make sure they're having a good time. You're trying to make sure they remember everything. They don't forget anything. They're not missing their documents, or they packed everything. They're all set. They're good. Everything's good. They're not getting lost. They know what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of that. And, you know, you get on the ship, it's like, okay, we're going to meet at this time. Okay, tomorrow morning, we're going to do breakfast here at this time. And there's a lot of that going on. And we did that in Alaska. We did that on the Celebration.
And you and I are both type A people, so we're always like, about everything anyway.
But it's usually
so
just me. It's usually me and her.
Just us.
And we're like, we'll be laying there in the cabin at night, looking at each other and go, you want to sleep in tomorrow? Yeah. We'll do whatever.
Yeah.
We'll play it by ear when we
But
wake
when
up.
you have your family with you, you have to plan what time are you meeting in the morning and blah, blah, blah. So
and
it
like I
just
said,
makes it more.
we love being with them.
Yeah.
But it makes cruising a little harder. And we understand, you know, Josh and Amanda and Brian and Julie, they travel with their kids all the time. But I'm talking just traveling with adults, and you're in different cabins all over the ship, and you're trying to coordinate everything. It gets a little cumbersome.
I'm really happy with this decision, because it is a lot of work to do a live, because you have to figure out what you're going to talk about, and you know, you want to be entertaining. And we love you guys all so much, so we don't want to be boring. We want to add value.
It's oversaturated.
Yeah.
We got so many people talking about the same things in live streams every day of the week.
So we don't really have anything different to say at this point.
Yeah, we don't feel like we're adding anything of value that's any
other than me interrupting Eddie with random song lyrics.
Yeah,
I don't feel like we have any other value.
We have fun, and I think we're actually at our best doing live streams, like we're on the cruise ship,
or
we're just doing impromptu lives, where we're just having fun, and that's what we're going to stick with. And that's kind of what we're shifting towards with the entire Huddle Adventures channel. Is we're trying to build a sense of community, and we're really hoping that our Huddle Adventures community on Facebook continues to grow.
So please
and we want you
make
guys,
sure you're in there. The Huddle Adventures community Facebook group. I'm going to be giving a lot more time and effort to that. And we'll still be in How We Cruise's live stream every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And we will be in Have Luggage Will Travel on Mondays at 7:25 Eastern time. We'll still be in there, and we'll still be active as we can be, but we just want the pressure off of having to come up with something different than what other people are doing and discussing, and we got nothing for you. That's all.
Yeah. So, and like I said, if you want to reach out to us at any time, you go in our
Thanks,
group.
Tasha. Love you so much.
You can reach us anytime and chat with us in our groups. You can email us at huddleadventures@gmail.com. But what I was going to say, moving forward, we are trying to do things a little different. We're trying to deliver something that is just uniquely ours, and we're focusing more on having more fun, taking things more lightly, being a little more silly, more joking around, more satire, more shorts. I'm really having a blast with TikTok. I had a TikTok account. We had a TikTok account, Huddle Adventures, and I rarely ever used it. I had one called Huddle Guitars, which I don't use a lot anymore. I was posting guitar clips of me playing guitar on there for a little while. And I was having fun with that for a while, but recording guitar videos is hard to do when you're doing this stuff all the time, so I don't really have time to do that anymore. But when it was time for me, I said, I got to commit to TikTok. We only had 120 followers on the old account. I couldn't log into it. I got locked out of it. So I started a brand new one in September. And so a couple days ago, we finally hit 1,000 followers on TikTok. So now we're going to be able to do lives on TikTok. And you'll see me popping up on TikTok. You'll see me popping up on Instagram.
Oh my God, nice abs. Hopped in really quick. Want to watch your live stream tonight, but maybe delivering a baby
Oh
tonight.
My goodness.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Nice Abs contacted us earlier today and said, oh, what, farewell, are you leaving?
Nah.
And I'm like, no, we just wanted to say.
We will still do lives, but they will be random when we actually have something that we feel is of value to you. We love you guys so much, and we appreciate that you're here every week, but we just feel like, the value is there when it's more spontaneous, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and the thing too is our channel, we have made changes throughout. We were slow to get into live streaming because we didn't think that would be the thing for us. And it turns out we were right, but we tried it anyways. We're all about trying things and seeing how it works, how it fits for us. Now, take for instance today.
We love you too, Charlene.
I got home at 6, ate dinner, had to get the camera, the lights, everything set up, get logged in, and make sure everything's running right and the mics work, everything. By the time I did all that,
hi Mom, I didn't see you.
I had 8 minutes before we went live when we were ready to go, and that's just too much stress.
It is.
It really is. And honestly, 7 o'clock on a Tuesday. The reason we picked that spot is when we started. Bill and Lucy had 8. And we didn't want to we wanted 8,
and then
but they had it.
Ocean after that.
They came after. They came later, but they did 10 o'clock. But that's how it used to be. We all picked a time slot. Now everyone's just like, I don't care. I'm going live right now. And they go live all the time. And like I said, it's just not the same.
I know, Stacey. We get that. We get so many messages from people that say that they watch our live stream later. They can't do 7 p.m. Eastern. And and it's not the best time. But at the time, that's the only slot that we had that worked for us.
What I'm hoping this will do too is it'll allow me to get Laura more on vlogs. We can do more vlogs together, like cruise tip vlogs, what we're doing vlogs, update vlogs with the two of us, because we are committing every Tuesday that we're home and able to this, which eats up an hour and a half every Tuesday. Now that's an hour and a half that we can use for other things for our channel. And I want to get Laura to be like the face of our Facebook community group, and so she can be all over that and keep in touch with you guys. So if we are not
Facebook friends, my name on Facebook is Laura Jean Huddleston. Send me a request so that I can add you to the Huddle Adventure community, but also just because I'm friggin' hilarious on Facebook. Okay, you got to be in the know on that. And so send me a friend request. But pretty much that's everything we wanted to talk about tonight.
And congratulations on nice
Congratulations. Nice apps, please.
Let us know.
Pictures.
Yeah, let us know how everything goes. And
we're praying everything goes well.
And guys, we want to thank you all for coming to our live streams when we have them on these Tuesdays. It's been a lot of fun.
We love you guys so much. Thank you for spending every Tuesday with us.
Our goal is to make you laugh. As much as we want to inform people and give them information to make their cruises and vacations go smoother.
We're doing this to have fun.
We're doing it to have fun.
Yeah.
So there's always a high degree of silliness, and you'll notice that a lot with the shorts I've been cranking out. They're all silly.
Yeah, and I'm a goofball. Like I don't even know what's wrong with me. We don't have enough time to discuss that. But I'm a very, very silly person. So we hope that we will see you more on social media, and we'll see you in other people's lives and on the spontaneous live that we will have coming in the future. So we
make sure you give consideration to going on our group cruise with us, guys. We're not making anything on that.
Nope.
We have travel agent Amanda from Have Luggage is our travel agent. We are just doing it because
we want to hang out with you.
Yeah, we want to get a big group, go on there, and just have a blast.
We need more sauce girls, and we need just people to have an absolute blast with. I promise you, it is going to be a really good time. So reach out to
We've
Amanda.
done scientific testing on Royal Caribbean, and we are confident they can handle us for a week.
They can. They've done it twice now.
Kudos to Royal for rolling out the red carpet to us.
They treated us, man. And kudos to Brian and Julie from How We Cruise for an amazing group cruise.
Job.
Also, Josh and Amanda from Have Luggage Will Travel, who also had an amazing group cruise. Group cruises are the thing to do, so come and join us, okay? So thank you guys for joining us. We'll talk to you soon. We don't know when. It'll be spontaneous, but we love you so much. We'll talk to you later.
Peace out. Love you guys.
Bye.